Hey, party people, little baby squids, how's it going? Welcome to an exciting episode of the Daily Dose of Isaac Baby Edition. It's the 17th of October, the Saturdayth edition, and we have a fresh new, look at that, new run in 23:49. When was the last time you saw a fresh new run? I have bits aplenty today to share with you guys, because I've had an eventful first few hours of the morning / last 36 hours because I haven't slept, bitches. What's different? Welcome back. Oh, wonder how everyone did on this run so far. No one. So we've got an Eden run to Mother's Heart. Interesting. Yesterday. Who's that on the top of the leaderboards? Snow-o-kun? Is that me? So this episode, before we even get started, I'm probably gonna sound loopy. I'm gonna sound a little bit delusional. Yeah. There you go, forewarning. But I have some bits to share with you guys. I actually have some stuff to talk about instead of just what the fuck is that top left? It doesn't look finished. It doesn't even look like a scribble because it's the wrong colour. I have no idea what that is. Oh, is that Breath of Life? Is that the one that's like it doesn't really do anything? Oh, also we have Lilith baby. Interesting. Before we get into the bits, I hope I have time and don't just die straight away. Eden's blessing. That's interesting considering we are currently Eden. That's not Eden's blessing. There you go. It's aura, purity, stat boost. I want to move my cursor because apparently that shows up on screen. I realised in the video the other day. I wanted to quickly shout out NSL, Not So Livid, friend of the channel, fantastic video editor, and just an all-round swell guy for the good wood in the comments on the last episode about Lilith, actually, speaking of Lilith baby, about the Cambion Conception, which I was aware was an item and I just didn't really know what it did. Now I know what it does, and about the fact that Mom's knife stinks up the run as Lilith, like it does with every character. Mom's knife, stinky. So that's shout out number one. I also want to shout out Joshua for liking my Isaac videos. That's just a kind... as has he so revealed to me, he has been liking my Isaac videos. As he so revealed to me during when he was asking for his life to be spared. He was asking me to vote his safety in Among Us over my one and only, near and dear to my heart, my one and only Spink, and he wanted me to vote him, and he said, "I like the Isaac videos, dude," and I said, "Sorry, punk." Actually, I appreciate it, is genuinely why I'm mentioning it. However, I also said I watched you do the kill, and also I'm gonna save Spink any day. So shout out to Josh. Shout out, shout out. You remember that bit? Shout out. And then NL had the soundboard, and he was just playing like, he had like the copyright-free like jingles, and was just playing like random jingles. Shush, and the shout outs continue. Shout out to Josh. Shush, shout out. I don't have Bear's voice, so I'm not even trying. Anyway, so shout out to those two fellas. Who else can we shout out? Shout out to man, I have nothing. So, bit number one. Okay, where do we even start? I have so many, you can't swing a stick in this establishment without knocking a bit over. Okay, so I have not slept. I played Among Us with the Bebs. And what I realised was, so we go quite late. So I live in England, Manchester, the United Kingdom. Another funny bit that happened last night. This is mostly for NSL, if NSL's watching, just because I wanted to share. I thought you'd find it funny. There was someone joined the lobby, and this is for anyone listening as well, who is someone that isn't NSL as well. If you want to hear this story, actually, Josh, if you're listening, you weren't here for this either. Someone joined the lobby called Your Mum, and I read that, and this was like, oh, I just drunk way too much apple juice before recording this. This was, oh, am I okay? What the fuck is this doing? Okay, wasting my time, that's fine. Addicted. Right? Do I have the sound on? Ah, shit. they were called your mum, and I was like, a fellow Brit question mark, because they said mum. That's what we say here. Some of us say ma'am. I don't. Northerners say ma'am. I don't say ma'am. I have mates who do though. Beaver Manny and all. 0161. I believe Manny is on the map. Gotta be honest, I think it always was. I'm no cartographer. I think it's been on here for a little while. Big up Bugsy though. No, but for real though, there was a guy who joined. He was called your. I'm not gonna get through all these bits, am I? He was called your mum, and I said, "Oh, fellow Brit?" Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? I said that's rare in these parts at this time of night, localized in your kitchen. And he said, "Nah, I'm actually American." LMAO. And first of all, I'm never gonna trust again. And then I was like, well, so be it. C'est la vie, as the French like to say. Do you reckon they actually say that? You know, English people say c'est la vie as like a little saying. Do you reckon the French people actually say, who just walk around saying, or do you reckon it's the opposite and French people walk around going, that's life? you know? It doesn't. Imagine I said it in a French accent, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I'm not gonna do that right now, because shout outs. Hugo Lloris, one of my favorite people on the planet. Am I exaggerating? Probably not, honestly. Anyway, where was that? Your mum. Anyway, so that passed. I was stretching. I was leant back. What the fuck? Oh, stat boost, right? It was giving me the damage. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I'm stretching, and then I see in the chat, I don't look at the name next to it that says it, I just see, I'm from Manchester, and my little heart filled with joy. I was leant back. Are you taking the piss? I was mid-stretch, and you know when you're stretching, you don't, it's like, you know, you're about to sneeze, or you're about to do something else. You don't want to, like, interrupt as it's about to, you know, if you're in a stretch, you go all the way until the stretch is climaxed and it's finished, right? It's just one of those things. You're doing a stretch. It's ooh, I love the tears. Love the tears. You do your stretch until you finish, and then so it's rare you'll be like mid stretch and then something makes you stop. But I read I'm from Manchester and your boy pogged up. I was like, dude, no way. I leant in to type on the keyboard. No way, me too. It was freaking Maria, dude. What's that about? If anyone listening doesn't know who Maria is, probably unlikely. Friend of the channel. And the me as well, namely. More importantly, friend of the me. But also, just a great friend of Yeti Plays. What does friend of the channel mean? It just means, like, a like, friend, right? you know? Like, I've always said that about, like, you know, collaborators. Oh, is that the difference? It's like a pair? So, like, you're not actually friends, you're just, like, YouTube collaborators? Does that happen? Because I've always said, like, if I talk about, like, YouTube friends, like, friends of mine that are also YouTubers, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're a friend of the channel. It's just like what you say, right? But then I feel weird. Well, to be fair, Maria isn't a YouTube... Well, okay, no, she has a harp cover, which I've been plugging on Yetiness. I love it. We keep getting these sacks on the daily runs. I don't mind it. Can I get a spirit harp, please? Thank you very much, sir. Real, actual friend, though. It was Maria, and I genuinely saw I'm from Manchester, and was actually genuinely like excited enough to stop mid stretch to excitedly type in chat, and as I went to type, I realised it was Maria, and then we did a little bit, and then that was that. That wasn't one of my bits though. I just thought it was funny that I fell for it. What was my bit? So we played Among Us. Among Us finished. We finished at like 6. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for us. It was a little bit before 6 actually. It was like 5:45. That's not too bad, especially for a Friday night. My thing was there is a football match in an hour and 10 minutes. Ah shit! I've not timed this very well, have I? There's a football match. It's the Merseyside derby. So I'm gonna come back. I'm just gonna go down here and then we'll full clear and then I'll come back. Because I feel like this run is going 8 million miles an hour. The Merseyside derby, which is Merseyside is the Liverpool area, so that's Everton and Liverpool. But it's a spicy one this year because it's basically we've only been, we're what, 5 games into the season, 4 games. 4 games have been played, I think, yeah. But it's a big one early into the season because the Merseyside derby is always a big one because it's a derby. For anyone who doesn't know, a derby is just when two like local teams play each other. So Spurs Arsenal is the North London derby. You know, that's the Merseyside derby is Liverpool Everton, etc., etc. The Manchester derby is, you know, Man City Man United. So it's already a big game because it's a derby, so it's a big rivalry. But Liverpool, current reigning champions, and like far and away, like they trashed everyone last year. They won by, they were champions by a lot, right? The point difference between them and second, and then second and third, and then like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh were all bundled together. However, they got thrashed last game weekend by a not good team, by a team that just avoided relegation last year. Everton, on the other hand, to plenty of people's surprise, are undefeated so far. So, you know, Liverpool have a chance to knock Everton off their undefeated horse and get back on top. Everton have a chance to, you know, really jump ahead. So it's a big game, right? 12:30, they got the early kickoff. So I'm looking at the time, it's 5:45. I can hear my stepmom's already leaving for work. I know my dad was leaving at about 6:30 for work. I had to go to Morris to the supermarket, the local supermarket, to get food because I've run out and need to eat that to live. I needed a shower. I wanted to record the dailies today because I wasn't able to do it yesterday. And somewhere in here, I need to fit in a full album reaction because I got a very generous donation request for a full album. So I guess I'm gonna have to do that after the game now, actually, looking at the time. But I wanted to do some other regular videos as well, so I'll do those. I don't like using the points on these things on daily runs, but I don't feel great about this run right now, so I'm going to. I don't like that thing. I don't really want Dead Crow. Okay. If you say so. Don't matter. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're quick. Okay, can I get out here without opening? Right, not that much better, but we're going to keep going and we'll roll with it. And we'll see where we end up. Let's go full Zane on this one. So I was like, okay, fuck it, dude. I'll wait it out until everyone's, you know, gone for work and stuff, because I don't want to be, you know, my dad's waking up and getting a shower and stuff, so I'll just, like, wait it out, and then I just had a nice leisurely shower. Went to Morrison's at, like, 8:30. It was nice and quiet. And then I'm like, come back, record at 9. Actually, probably got back about 9:30, really. And then get the album reaction in, get a daily in, watch the football, and then have a quick couple-hour nap, and then Josh's stream at 6. However, Josh's stream has been pushed back because he has house viewing situation going on. Checking out some houses. Very happy for him. Hope he's able to purchase one at some point, because that'd be really cool. So the stream's been pushed back to the evening, so like nighttime my time. So I'm just like, okay, now we'll just ride the day out. We'll see what happens. I'm doing the daily now. I think I'll do like a regular Yetiness video after this, to fill the time between now and the football, and then I'll watch the football. Then I'll probably do the album reaction. Then I might have a nice little nap. Then I'll have some dinner and watch Josh. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But either way, I haven't slept. Was basically the short of that. Okay, I hate this. I hate this. So anyway, rewind in the story to me being at the supermarket. Enter anecdote number 1. We've got some good ones today, I'm telling you. You thought Maria tricking me into thinking someone else was from Manchester and getting my hopes up just to crush my dreams? You thought that was a good anecdote? Just wait. Morrison's, so they have a queue, right? You queue up, and then if you've got a trolley, you go on the left. If you're a hand shopper or a basket shopper, you go on the right queue. And then they basically just you got to wait to be, like, you know, they can only let one person in at a time. Not in like the entire store, that would be insanity. But I mean, like, they only let one person come through the foyer and get their, you know, wash their hands and stuff with the detergent and blah blah blah. See what happens. Ooh, experimental treatment. This isn't ideal, but we'll take it. I'll take these fucking points, though. Jesus. Look at the health. Good lord. Good lord. Okay, this does suck ass, though. I'm going to be honest. This tier 8. Oh, 20. Jesus Christ. Almighty. Right. But usually it's just, if it's busier, they'll just kind of let you go. They'll take one person from the trolley, and then one person from the hand, and then one person from the trolley, and one person from the hand, just for like, to let people get in, fairly if they're queuing and stuff. Just keep things moving. However, because I got there at like, 8 in the morning on a Saturday, it wasn't particularly busy. However, I got to the end of the basket queue as someone with a trolley got to the end of the trolley queue. The usual security guard fella, who's usually there when I go, wasn't there, which is fair, because I usually go on roughly the same days at roughly the same time, so he might just not have been working, because, the morning, it's a Saturday, and etc, etc. However, there was a lady 5 to 10 feet away from where the security fella usually stands, in a high-vis vest. So close to where he usually stands, she's the only other person there, she's wearing a high-vis vest. I look over at her, me and the trolley lady are both stopped. I look over at her, she looks over at me. Okay, I don't mind the damage too much, because we have a lot of health, and we're probably going to lose most of this health anyway next reroll. So I don't mind the damage too much now. She looks over at me, and we kind of make eye contact, so I just kind of go, am I alright to go in? Wait, what the hell? Why did the doors open? The fuck? Okay, not going to worry about it. And she kind of just kind of like, her eyes kind of go, like, I hate to say it, but I don't know how another way to describe it. It's like OWO. She's like, what's up? And then after processing what I said, she was like, she went, yeah, I reckon so. I don't know though, I don't work here. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. I just saw the high vis and assumed you worked here. And we kind of laughed it off, right? And she was like, nah, don't worry about it. And I went, fuck it, I've not slept yet, so my brain's not really wired right at the minute. She's like, nah, it's all good. The high vis, it's fine. I'm on my way to work. Well, I got the high vis on. That's fine. That's it. That's the end of the bit, basically. I just thought it was funny that there was this lady just kind of stood there minding her own business, and then I stopped and asked her if I was all right to go into the store. That's awkward, right? To be fair, it's not too bad. Because we can laugh about it, but like when I walked away from the situation, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, it's not as bad as I mentioned this in Josh's chat earlier in the week when I heard a knock at the door, so I ran downstairs to answer the door, and it was actually that they were knocking on the neighbour's door, and I opened it, and like both the postman and the neighbour kind of just looked at me, and I just kind of gave them a little smile and a wave, and then shut the door and went back inside. Now that's fucking awkward, because like you don't say anything. That's just like everyone's awkward, and then like you're all gonna remember that it's happened. We really haven't done the boss yet, man. I was in my head. I was like, I don't even worry about red heart damage because we've done the boss already. Nope, that's not true. So well done on wasting a devil deal chance. Ding dong. Give me this. There you go. But at least the supermarket incident, we laughed it off. That's fine. Bit number 2. I don't know if I should share this bit, but there's no names going to be mentioned. Actually, wait, I don't know if I should share this bit. Okay, I'm not going to share that bit. If anyone wants the next bit, I'll DM it, because I don't know if it makes me. Maybe I'm in the wrong. I'm not in the wrong, but it's just. Okay, the more I talk about it, the worse it seems, and I promise it's not actually a bad thing. Okay, well, the thing that happened wasn't a great thing, but it was more, like, I had no involvement with it, but the more I talk, so I'm just going to move on to the next. It's unfortunate that we're not going to get a D100 roll before the boss, because this runs, we're currently, it blows butthole, blows butts. What other bits do I have? That might be it, I probably had some Among Us based. I've always got Among Us anecdotes, but then it's I don't know who wants to hear. It's not really entertaining. I'll go to the shop, see what it's got for me. I've only got one key though. That's not great, is it? Can I do that challenge room? How low do you have to be? I know that's the not full health one. Oh no, I did have another bit. I knew I had another bit in there. Okay, so what I was doing was, I came back, and I thought, okay, this is a good bit, trust me. I thought the daily reset at 10. However, It was 10:15. Okay, too much health. Too much health. It was 10:15. I opened up Isaac. 45 minutes to kill. So I went, okay, I don't want to do Yeti in this video yet, because as you can hear, I'm frazzled. So I wanted to kind of get the frazzle out of the system, and then I can dial in for the Yeti in this video, which is why I wanted to do the Isaac daily first. Go to the shop, go to the shop, go to the shop. I'm just dreading this fight looking like this, man. This tier rate is abysmal. Oh, no, this is good, this is good, this is good. I thought before, I was like, when I said, should we go to the shop, I was like, maybe it'll have greed and I'll get my charge. This is good. I forgot that I was thinking that, though. You know, this is a gamble. I'm going to just use strength to get this fight over with. And then hope that my reroll is better. Just because this fight is going to take forever. Yeah. Okay, I'm not dodging very well, am I? I'm big, so it's making it a little bit harder. So I was like, okay, well, if I put like YouTube videos on, or if I put like, you know, an episode of The Good Place or something. Okay, this one looks a bit better. I feel like the damage is going to drop in a sec because we still have strength active. So maybe let's not get too excited. Tickle lovers though. So completely full. Okay, strength still slightly better than it was before, but the tier rate is way better. The damage might actually be the same. I can't tell. But either way, we've got way better. So we have meat, so it's just a little bit extra damage. We've got way better tier rate, which I'll take. And something. Oh, we've got Pinky's eyes giving a bit of poison. Okay. You know, if I put something on to watch, I'm gonna fall asleep. Basically, I had 45 hours to kill, and I went, you know what? You know what? I've been neglecting the past few months, but I've still been pimping in the description with a slightly new message every episode. My TikTok. And the reason why is I did the first two. And they were both from the same video, and part of me was like, you know, I don't just want to keep taking clips from the same video, because like, you know, it's just gonna be TikTok, it's just gonna be Stardew clips over and over again, and also, like when the video comes out, which should hopefully be soon, y'all are gonna have already seen, I've been hanging out with the, that's your fault, American BBs, I love you all, but I need to not say y'all, because it sounds stupid. Coming out of my mouth. By the time the Stardew video comes out, people are going to see it and be like, yeah, we've seen all the good jokes already on TikTok. So like, why watch this one if we've seen all the good bits? You know, so I didn't just want to keep doing that, and also I haven't even finished editing that video, so Lord knows I've not edited any more TikToks out of it. And I keep getting these ideas. The amount of times over the past few months I've had an idea for a joke, and I've gone to see if it's already been done, and it has. Or like I'll see a talk, and I'm like, oh, I've got a good idea for a duet joke I can do with this, and someone's already made the joke. Well, I found one. I thought of a funny joke. And I won't say it yet, because I'm 50-50 on if I'm actually going to upload it, or if it sucks. So, but if I do upload it, I won't say it so I don't ruin the joke. Okay, This bone heart is keeping our devil deal alive here, so let's be careful. Balls of steel, don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. May as well in case we reroll, although the damage and the tier rate on this one, I do not mind not rerolling. We're going to do this just in case we get a small rock. We didn't, but I'm happy to have that there in case we need it. Yeah, the tier rate and the damage, I kind of like this. I like to keep going with the D100 because you get mad stuff. But part of me, especially on a daily run, I kind of like just like when you get to one that you like and just sticking with it. And this tier rate... Okay, so it's gone up because of whatever that is that gave us the extra there. Is that spilt milk? But the tier rate and the damage is quite good. I don't see why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? So, I thought of a joke, and then I went in the duets. No one had made the joke. So I went, you know what, let's do it. I went down, and basically, if you see this reworded in the form of a tweet, either later today or tomorrow, or if you're watching this video and have already seen this tweet, just pretend you didn't see the tweet. Or if the tweet isn't out yet and you're watching this now, pretend when you see the tweet, pretend it's a fresh joke. But basically, after spending the best part of an hour trying and failing to record a TikTok, Yeah, there'll probably be a tweet. I wish I thought of the tweet before, and then I didn't write it down, and now I'm forgetting how I worded it. So maybe there won't. But either way, after failing for an hour, ooh, balls of steel. Don't mind if I do. To record this TikTok, I suddenly have a lot more respect for TikTokers, and I will go on record as to say that it is not only, in fact, a real job. I would even call them artists, because good lord, I mean, for one, I was going to do some random strong stuff today. My legs are destroyed because my talk required me to go from sitting to like I had to kind of 180 launch my turn around and then sprint across the room. It required me to run across the room, but then the angle I was at required me to like lift up and run. It was a very physical. It was a very physical talk, and it took me about 30 attempts, and my legs are just destroyed right now. So that's fun. But also I just couldn't like get it. I don't know if I couldn't get one that I was happy with. I'm just not happy. I just couldn't. And this isn't the first time I've tried to record a TikTok before that's had like my face in it and stuff, and I ended up not doing that one either in the end because I did about 50 takes and wasn't happy with one, or couldn't find one that I was happy with. It's hard work, man. I had to psych myself up. I was self-conscious of, oh, we love Abaddon though. We love Abaddon though. I was like self-conscious of filming a freaking TikTok in my own living room. It's not an easy task, you know. It's not an easy task, and it's interesting because like I'm kind of awkward and like shy and stuff, and I definitely never do anything like that, you know, in person. Even as someone who like loves making YouTube videos, I would struggle to do like a vlog, to like go outside and do a vlog by myself. Even with maybe if I was with people, I could be comfortable enough, but by myself, no chance, right? But then this one's interesting because it's like, okay, I'm like in my own house, right? And I make YouTube videos here. I'm doing a YouTube video now and I feel completely fine. But something about doing something a little bit different, being in the living room instead of in my bedroom, and like, you know, it's open and it's a bit looser, and I'm talking, and can people hear me through the walls? Please say no. I don't know, man. There was just something about it. It was I don't even know what the word is. My brain just went completely blank. But it wasn't easy. I'm like, you know, the people who do this shit, they go out and bust out freaking like incredible choreography, like it's the season finale of Dance Moms, to some like chart hip hop song, and they crush it every time. And they get that, and they know that like a frick ton of people are going to see the video, and they just go out there and freaking do it. It's incredibly impressive. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I just thought it was interesting. Just thought it was an interesting little insight to anyone who, you know, aspire. Fuck yeah, I had too much freaking apple juice, dude. It's not even like I don't burp. It's weird. It's not that weird. I guess it is. Is it weird? Nah, I think I was pretty. You know, some people just don't really burp. That's fine. So I don't really burp, but I still get like the chest thing where the kind of air comes up your chest. I've been down in apple juice, and I'm a bit thirsty. You know, feels like a good time for an apple juice break. At 79p a litre? Who can say no to that deal? Not sponsored, by the way. Don't work for Morrison's, although Morrison's, if you're watching, please take me. Someone? Anyone watching want to take me on? I have a degree, if that means anything to you. Doesn't seem to mean anything to anyone else, hey! That made me laugh. I got an email yesterday morning from Student Finance. No! Student Finance England, which is well, student finance. They pay your uni fees. They pay obviously the course, and then they also do optional maintenance loans as well. But yeah, that's they do the student loans over here. And I got an email, and they were like, hey, so just so you know, it's April next year is when you'll be, you know, payments would due to be starting, assuming you're in like the right position to be making payments. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, it's 6 months away basically. It was a 6 month warning. That assuming I was past the threshold of earnings, I would start paying back my student loans 6 months from now in April of 2021. Which is fine, and it's literally like, you know, the bottom threshold, it's like a fiver a month, and then it's a tenner a month, and it's like 20 quid a month. The student finance over here, in my opinion, is very good. But what made me laugh is they were like, I read that and was like, April next year, I don't even have a job yet, and I'm, you know, I would like to hope that I have a job in 6 months, because if I don't, I will be dying on the street. But still, that was my initial thought, was shit, I only have 6 months to get a job, crap. But then I read further, I was like, wait, no, there's a threshold, right? Yeah, you don't have to start paying anything unless you're over the threshold of £28,000 a year, at which point you will pay £5 a month. Which, first of all, that's 60 quid a year. 60 quid out of 28, you're on a 28 grand salary and you pay 60 quid a year. That's really good, and you have 30 years to pay it, and if at the end of 30 years it isn't all paid off, they just wipe away whatever's left. I don't really know how it works in America, but all I know is people a lot talk about student debt and stuff, and over here, I mean, it's obviously a thing, and I obviously would like to pay it off at some point, but it's not really that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm making 30k a year and paying like 6 quid a month. But even then, I don't think it works like that. I think 30k is still, I think it literally goes up like one notch at a time. So I think 30k would still be 5 quid a month, which is fucking insane, dude. That's less than Netflix. So I think that's very good. Our government does a lot wrong, and there's a lot of chaos, especially right now. I think student finance is pretty good. If there are any British people watching that are young and worried about the monetary aspects of uni, particularly, I know my sister is maybe going to be going there in a couple of years. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, especially long term. And then the next threshold is like, so it goes 28, then it goes to like 34 grand or 33 grand or something, then it goes up to a tenner, and then it's like 40 grand a year, and you pay 20 quid. It's mad. But then, yeah, the joke was, you know, so they're like, hey, you might have to pay in April. But remember, you only have to start paying if you're above 28k a year. And then the joke would be that I would read that and go, oh, so I don't have to pay anything then, haha. Because I'm not going to be making, you know, because it's hard to get a decent paying job, and minimum wage is like 18k. So like that's like 10k below the threshold to even start paying. That's the joke. Is that the joke? Put a degree in my hands, make it look like I wasted 3 years. Is that the joke? This isn't even. I think it's just fun to. It's just fun to riff on. I'm glad I did my degree. I don't regret it at all. It's just for the record. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny to riff on. We've had some good bits today. We have fun here. This feels like it's been a good episode. Where was I going? TikTok. Yeah, hopefully I'll just get famous off that. I don't know. This one I did today, this feels pretty good. This feels like it was a funny one. This one feels like it could be the one. Oh, man. We really do have fun here. Oh, that's another bit we could talk about. I did an Instagram story today. Been holding off for a little bit. Waiting for the right moment, and then the right moment struck. I was like, hey, let's just copy Maria. I feel weird talking about like my friends in these, but then it's like I have this weird middle ground of where I'm like, hey, I'm making a YouTube video for the general public, so let's not just talk about like my friends. But then I'm like, yeah, but let's be real, who's watching these? Like, just like NSL, and then like maybe Josh sometimes, and then I know like Maria mentioned that she saw I was doing, and then like that's it. And that's fine, because I do them. I've said before, this channel is just the one. There's a reason why I just dump shit on this channel. It's because it's just the stuff that I do for fun. You know what I mean? But then it just puts me in that little middle ground of being like, do I want to just sit here and tell like anecdotes that if any of my friends are watching, they'll be able to engage with. But if any like new person happens to stumble across this video, they'll be watching and be like, who the hell is Maria? Who is not so livid? You know what I mean? But either way, guess we're going down. Didn't realize we were on depths too. I stole the thing. There's so much going on all the time. Eric Lamella, Food Network. Okay. Those were two separate tweets. There was a tweet about Eric Lamella, and there was a tweet from Northern Line about the Food Network. That was not Eric Lamella. I would like to see him on the Food Network doing anything with food. That would be funny. That'd be funny. I bet he can cook. I reckon Coco can cook. Based on nothing, I just reckon he can. Yeah, so I did a little thing with the good friend of the YouTube channel. Maria likes she does the little where she goes with the walks with the dog. It's not doxing to say, but at this point, is it? I'm struggling with lines here. Whitney Houston, circa 1995. She did coke, right? That's not a good. That's probably not a good joke. Who else? Who does anyone? I can't think of anyone who like famously did lots of coke. Woman from the Medium Place, circa all the time. Oh, I'm having troubles with the lines. You get it. It was a cocaine joke. And he wonders why he can't get a job. It's okay, I don't mention YouTube on my CV. Yeah, if you want to hear more from this candidate, youtube.com/YetiPlays. JK, I have 28 subs, I don't have a custom link. No, but what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, she walks Banjo and then she takes like she takes a little picture of Banjo from behind and then puts like a little song up there, and I was like, those are really cute and artsy. I'm just gonna steal that idea. Steal that idea. So I went out and I was like, I don't have a dog to walk. Take a nice picture of this, a nice artsy picture of the sky. What really happened was I just took a picture of like the road in front of me as I was walking and was like, yeah, that'll do. and then sent it. And then I put a song in there, and then I panicked because I always just thought that there was just like a Spotify button and it just puts what you were listening to at that particular moment in time. Because I can see what my friends are listening to, and I've seen Maria listening to stuff that she kind of put on her story. So I thought it just did it itself, but no, you have to pick the song. So then I was like, shit, what song do I put? So then as I'm walking, I can't even remember what the song had changed to, but I was like, okay, this song's a bit random. You know, it's my first ever story. People are going to be like, oh, he's listening to, I can't remember what I was listening to. I was just listening through Blonde, but I can't remember what song I was on. It was probably one of the intermissions. I was probably on, like, Facebook story or something. And I was like, I don't want that to be the song that comes up. So I just put, I put Nice, because it's, you know, one of the best songs on the album. One of Frank's best songs. It just has that nice vibe to it, or at least the second half, you know, the beat switch, and then the second half of the song just has that nice early morning walk vibe to it. So I put Nights, and then it doesn't. You have to scroll across to get to the thing where it just has like there's different versions of it. So you can have where it just says like the name of the artist and the song and like a little art, or you can have it be like a big album art and then it says it. There's like different like ways you can make the song show, but the default one is it takes like a 15-second clip of the song and plays it, which I think it does anyway. And it does like typography of the lyrics, and I didn't know. I thought it just would like put it on. I didn't realize you could swipe across at first. So I'm stood there like I was gonna put Chum by Earl Sweatshirt, just because that was what I was listening to before I put Blonde on. So when I was like, oh, I can pick, I'll put Chum. But then the default typography thing for Chum, it was that bit where he's going 15 years ago my father left me fatherless. Now I'm just hateful with dishonest jest, or whatever he says. The bit where he's talking about his dad leaving him. And I was like, man, this doesn't really fit the vibe of like a nice morning walk. You know, it's like a still image. It's you know, it's a little bit diagonal, a little bit of an artsy angle. You've got like a little bit of a filter on it, and then you've just got some like, you know, animated typography of a dude talking about his father leaving when he was a kid. So that made me laugh as I was walking. Man, I've used all my good bits on one episode. So I'm the type of person, if I make a joke and it doesn't land, or you know only one person hears it and laughs, I'll reuse it. I have no shame. If anyone watching this right now, if I use any of these bits, namely I'm thinking like NSL. If NSL's watching this, and you know Josh is streaming tonight, is what I was thinking. If I recall any of these stories during the stream tonight, just pretend you haven't heard them. Or alternatively, if you watch this, if I tell any of these stories in the stream tonight, and you're watching this like the day after, yeah, I don't know. Just roll with it. You gotta roll with it. No, my voice isn't nasally enough for my Oasis today. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me, 'cause after all, dunk dunky dunky dunk dunk dunky dunky dunk, you're my wonderwall. Fucking love that song. Happy, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. Dunka dunka dunk. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you've never really had it out. But I never really had it out. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Dunky dunky dunk dunk, dunky dunky dunk dunk, a dunky dunky dunk. So I did that. I put that up. And then that existed, and then I did one. I was wearing a pink hoodie, and I was like, oh, I'll say pink sus, because if any of my Among Us gang see this story, they'll know the reference, because I play as pink, and apparently I'm suspicious 24/7. So that'd be kind of funny. That'll be a funny little joke. And then I took the picture and then typed pink sus and was like, I don't know if I like this picture. And then instead of pressing back, added it to the story and was like, okay, that's fine. We'll run with that. Then I tried to take a video of my cats, and it was 2 frames a second. And then I was going to talk about my one cat that's really ill, and I was going to say, she's really ill, this is sad, she's the youngest, she's still like 9 months old, and she's really ill, and it's really sad, and she's had blood tests done, so we're going to try and figure out what's wrong with her. I was going to talk about that, but then I got distracted by the awful frame rate of my video, and was like, man, why is the frame rate really garbage? And then I just talked about the frame rate being bad for 30 seconds. So that was my experience with Instagram. Daily what are they called? Stories. So maybe there'll be more stuff on there. To be honest, the frame rate being bad, if it's like Snapchat used to be, where it's just awful on Androids, and there's just nothing you can do about it, just because it's the way the app's made. Maybe don't expect that much. Maybe a little picture here or there. I don't know, dude. But this morning I was like, I'm gonna spam. Now that I know how to do this, they're gonna get so much spam on this thing. But now I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm out of ideas. I've used them all. I don't know what else I'm going to put on there. Fucking hell, man, that's rough. I can trash him that quickly, I'm going to get bombed. I'm the bomb and I'm about to blow up. Dunk dunk. Remember that Dead Island trailer? And it was the dude, and he's like running, he's on a run, and then his like sweatband comes off, and you realise his flesh is missing, and you're like, oh shit, he's a zombie too. And then you think he's just going for like a nice paradise tropical island run, and you realise he's a zombie, and then it zooms out, and you realise everyone's a zombie. Yeah, Dead Island. Interesting one. Interesting one. Interesting one. Yeah, any more bits? I feel like I've skimmed over some stuff. I feel like I maybe had more. I didn't even get to the bit that I was... You know, for all the bits we've done, I'm 45 minutes in. Jesus, that's shot by. The game's in 37 minutes. The lineups will be out. For all the bits we've shot through, my one bit that I actually had when I thought earlier that I was going to do... I wanted to do the dailies day. You know what my bit was going to be? I was going to ask, what's everyone's favourite colour? That was going to be my bit for the episode. So, thank God, the stuff came to mind, apparently, because I had an out. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what, I don't think I've ever really had a favourite colour. My best friend, shout out Dave, who puts up with my atrociously slow reply times. He's been waiting for about a week for a reply right now, so I need to reply to him. My absolute best friend of all time, but just like a brother at this point, basically. I've known him that long. Like, as long as I have memory, since I was like 4. Known him forever, right? Ah, shit, what was my point? Why was I talking about him? Oh, yeah, okay. So, when we were younger, he said his favourite colour was green. And then because he was my best friend, I said, Yeah, mine too. And then like for like 10 years, it just kind of stuck. But the problem is, I have deuteranopia and can't see green very well. So that was never really a great choice for me. And this has, by the way, been a big issue in Among Us. The amount of times I've blamed a colour. People have been like, what the fuck, pink? And I was like, ah, shit, sorry, dude, I can't see the colours very well. Maria, vouch for me. Just like desperate for anyone, like... yellow, black, orange, vouch for me. They know I have color issues, and they're like, pink. I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy. Sounds sus to me. Because they have cyan and they have white, and the cyan and the white are so close, and then the brown and the dark green I struggle with, and then the lime and the dark green I struggle with. Oh, it's fucking finished, dude. Okay, well, let me finish my bit about the colours very quick. So I just went with 102... Oh, I forgot it's the start of the day. I was like, no way, dude. What a great placement. I'm already dropping. I'm already dropping. What are we doing time-wise? Yeah, probably not great. So there's that. And then for a while it was like sky blue, and then, you know, if you've seen my main channel videos, I have the intro that's got the light blue on my intro when Yeti hype pops up. Which is purple for years because I used Sony Vegas and the chroma key is just that crap that it turned it purple. But now when I switched over to Premiere and I didn't have to do the dodgy chroma key anymore, it got rid of the green so that then the blue stayed. The blue on that looks pretty nice. Well, again, sometimes I put filters on it and stuff, so it doesn't even always look blue. But I was like, you know what? Thinking about it, I reckon it might be pink. I reckon it might be pink. My favourite hoodie is pink because it's like, you know, my Twitch name is pink and it has been for forever. Like, as long as I remember having a Twitch account, like, what, 2013 I made my Twitch account? It's always been that, like, light pink. Or medium pink. So it's like I'm describing a steak. Medium pink? No, that doesn't sound like that's not what they say about steaks. I don't know, dude, I don't eat steak. And then, you know, Pink Yeti is a character, and then, you know, you've got, my favourite hoodie's pink. My favourite sweatshirt's pink. I have a pink t-shirt, it's not my favourite, but I like it. It's up there. Unfortunately, the print cracks on it, which is really disappointing, because I have another T-shirt from the same guys, Oka Studios, that I've had for ages, and the print's perfect on. So I don't know why this one it cracked on. It was a shame. My favorite hoodie's pink, and then I realized when in Among Us, I just defaulted to pink without thinking. I was like, you know what? I never really thought about it before. I think pink might be my favorite. You know. I've heard it makes the boys wink. I'm not pink mad. I'm not one of those, but I just reckon I think I'm a pink fan. I'm a pink fan. Of the colour variety and of the Floyd variety. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to leave you guys to go about your day, because you deserve... I hope you have a good one. I don't know what time this will go up. I guess it depends if I go watch the football now, if I record... Yeah, I don't know. We will see what happens. But whenever this goes up, I hope you guys have... And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah, your weekend, because it'll be Saturday. It'll be tonight. I hope you have a nice Saturday night. I hope you have a nice Sunday. And I appreciate you all. And... yeah. Here's to a good Merseyside derby. Right. Peace, lads.